can't retire just off of blowing dudes.
For gifts, for money, sex for time, sex for attention.
Have you done that before?
I did meet up with one once.
Sucking isn't what's gonna save your life.
And I could always find a sugar daddy if you wanted to maybe do that.
The tools to change your life have just been upgraded. Download my budgeting app, rebranded to DollarWise today, and start your free trial. Sign up for the annual version, and I'll send you my budget-friendly cookbook that can't be purchased anywhere else, and I'll personally sign it and mail it directly to you. Download the DollarWise budgeting app today and take advantage of your free trial.
Hi, my name is Rain. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm 26 years old, and this is Financial Audit.
Yes, it is. Thanks for coming down to Austin. I appreciate it. What do you do up there for a living?
I work in retail, just Home Depot, driving a forklift.
Driving a forklift. Okay, that's probably not much. In Salt Lake City, definitely not a cheap city. One of my brothers lives there. I know that for sure. Housing market's brutal. Cost of living's quite brutal. All right. Yeah, so that's probably hard to live on. What are you making?
$21.03 an hour. I just got a raise.
Okay. How many hours a week do you work?
Between 30 and 40. I've been working more recently.
More is capping it at 40?
Well, I was working 30 hours because I was in school. So I was doing...
You graduated?
No, I'm on summer break right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm waiting to go back.
Okay. Some people take longer. Some people start later. There's nothing wrong with that. You do the fucking Mormon way however you want. I'll allow it, soak away. But what are you studying?
The degree I'm going for is Associate of Science in Graphic Communications.
Graphic Communications. So we're spelling out high in graphics?
Yeah. No, it's a super basic art degree. So it's like photography, digital design.
Okay. Because, listen, photography, that part is... Especially in the world of AI, I know a lot of people are against it. It's going to displace jobs, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people are for it, whatever. Doesn't matter where you really stand. It's certainly coming. And photography, it's important. People want pictures taken of them. But, oh boy, AI is coming into the photo game, right?
Yeah.
And coming into the design game. Now, people need website designs. People need graphic designs for things. We do graphic designs and website designs, Okay. Someone designed this logo. Woo. Right? So... Is that what you're going to be doing, or is this just in the world of just art?
So originally I went to university at SUU and I was going to do an illustration degree, but I dropped out, and then I wanted to go back to just get something, just a degree, and that was the closest that I had. So I did that. Okay,
and have you looked at what you're going to make with that?
Like, what do you mean?
Income?
Oh.
The purpose of
Well, the whole point of it is just so that I can have a degree so I can put on my resume. Because You
can put it on your resume regardless. Not that I recommend that, but most places don't check. Some will. Not a liar?
I don't lie.
Okay, ever?
I try not
piercing?
to.
Okay. So, what is the projected income? Have you looked into it? Or what do you want to do? Because you're not, you're on summer break, so we're making $40 an hour in a very expensive city. Got it. At $21 an hour. Not much is really going for us, I'm assuming, at this point.
No. But
okay.
I'm trying to just do anything I can to make my life better. But
what are you doing? What are we out there doing? What are you grinding?
Well, I'm in school and I'm in therapy and I'm here.
Okay. It's a step. I get it. Okay, so you have no salary or job expectations post-graduation?
Nope. I recently told my managers
What a great way to go to school, ladies and gentlemen. No plan.
Well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just doing what I
left?
can. Just a year.
Okay.
So it's one semester.
The year is opportunity cost that you're losing out of the marketplace, and a year is cost of school, and also it's cost of school and opportunity cost that we are using to do we don't know.
Well, I was just trying to like do something to boost my resume because I don't have like any good
4-year degree
jobs
to
or
boost the
anything.
resume. I get it.
It's not a 4-year degree,
it's not
2 years.
2020 though. 2020, 2021. That's where it's like a degree. Yeah, and you just get into a job, right? So it's a tighter job market. It's not a bad job market. A lot of people would debate that because we saw such a great job market, but we're back to a more normal job market where you can't just get any job you want. You got to really fight for it. Now, some sectors are a little more difficult. Tech is a bit more difficult. It's very interesting. You definitely have to be more AI focused right now to kind of land something. You have to be very competitive. But in general, you got to know what you want to do, what we're positioning the resume as to get in.
Well, what I want to do and what is realistic.
What do you want to do then?
Okay, I am an artist, so if I could, I would just be a freelance artist if I like want.
Freelance artist doing what? What kind of art? What are we doing?
Anything. Like I do sculpting, I do painting, I like to do photography, I do everything.
Okay, so unemployment. Got it. That's fine. And what's our success rate on that?
I don't know.
Now, I want to be very clear. I went to school to study first music education because I've always wanted to be a teacher. That's why we have all our educational resources like Dollarwise Central, where we do all of our classes for a lower cost and purchase them individually. Got it. Okay. That was my passion. Then I went into music composition. I like being in the art world. Listen, it's the it's the incredible small minority that actually make it in the world of arts. And that's okay. It's a competitive field. The best of the best make it. Everyone else gets pushed aside. That's kind of how it works, you know? Yeah. I did pretty okay. I was able to make a living off of music composition. Decided to make more money so I could pay off debt by doing sales. Are you studying at like a well-known institute that is like...
No, I'm just going to
better
community
connections?
college.
Okay, so that hurts it. That's not everything for what it's worth. But... Are you making a lot from your art?
I haven't made a lot, but it's mostly because I'm I'm so scared to put my stuff out there.
Okay, then fucking quit and go do something productive. Because no offense, I mean, I'm just going to lay it bare. Like, you know, I'm not sugarcoating. If you're too afraid to put it up, everyone who fails in the world of art, unless you're like a musician that made it into an ensemble, if you're freelance, anything like that, you have to have a business brain. And every single person that I've seen fail, they don't have the business brain. They might be talented, but they don't have the business brain. You have to go in with the business brain. I went in with the talent and the business brain, and I was able to make a living off of it.
And I'm trying to get to that point.
You're too afraid. You don't get to the point where you're not too afraid. Well, unless you really force yourself to get out there.
That's why I'm in therapy, so that I can like build my confidence and get like, you know, lose that anxiety so I can do stuff like that. To
be clear, the therapist says, put yourself out there, and you're like, no. I'm anxious. And they're like, okay.
She's definitely helped me. I've gone out more and like, I mean, I'm here. This being here right now is part of me proving to myself that I can do things.
But putting your art out there is different. Just do it and fail. Or succeed. But probably fail. We all fail. And then you learn, you adapt, and you make better. And that's okay.
I'm trying. It's
but you
slow
said you're
progress.
too afraid to put it out. Okay.
Well, yeah, I have been starting to. I've been posting on my Instagram.
So what hits your account on a monthly basis?
Well, it's been fluctuating because one of my coworkers quit, and I've been making up his hours. So I think...
Just what hits your account on a normal summer monthly basis?
I think like 1,600, 1,800.
In Salt fucking Lake City? Mm-hmm. How are you surviving?
I live with my grandma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why your grandma?
She raised me, so she's like my mom.
Gotcha. So we'll say $1,700. And what does she think about permanently supporting your art forever and you not doing anything forever? For a while, she was okay with it, but now she wants me out. Good. Grandma's like, maybe we shouldn't enable someone. Yeah, she wants to cut the umbilical cord. Good, because I think it is time to grow up. It's not like, don't get me wrong. It's not, I'm like, don't live with family, you know, it's not about that. And a lot of wow, okay, we got a hole in our ear. Yep. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know why you're apologizing. Yeah. I mean, instinctually, I want to touch it, but. Like, I had a lot more piercings, but got rid of them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's not 2008 anymore. I get it. Still trying to hold on, but. Hey, my alternative phase was not a phase. This is going to be me forever. Right. So I think I'm understanding grandma a bit more. So, yeah, I don't care if you're living at home. That is not necessarily a bad thing. It's certainly Western culture that, we tend to get out of the homes earlier. We get a little bit more independence. We get driver's license earlier than most places, blah, 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 blah. In Eastern culture, you stay home. That's fine. But there is a lot in our culture where it's like, you probably aren't actually going to get in that independence. Oh, you're a little anxious putting your art on display? Maybe it's because we've been coddled forever and we've never had to go out and actually do something on our own. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Linking those two things doesn't surprise me. Oh my gosh, okay. They're typing to me, Grandma almost threw her out recently.
Yeah.
And it's not smooth sailing there. Grandma wants to stop charging her rent so she'll get the out.
Yes.
What is going on?
She almost kicked me out. She put my boxes in front of my door.
She put your boxes in front of the door?
Yeah, she had a really loud phone call with my uncle and was like, if she doesn't start moving out, I'm gonna start she's gonna come home and her shit's gonna be on the lawn.
What is Grandma saying? What is Grandma's philosophy right now? What is she saying to you? Because this sounds a lot more dramatic than just Grandma would prefer if I move out and actually start my life as an adult at 26. Sounds like she's a little more to the edge.
Well, it was like a year ago when she tried to kick me out, and things have been better, but I've been trying to slowly get to the point where I can move out. It's just been really difficult.
You go to school forever, you're trying to do something that makes no money, and then in your job, you're not making enough money to Salt Lake City, so I don't know how you would. She probably wants you to actually figure out a path, but you've just been on a nothing path. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Let's just be real.
Sorry. I just am having a little bit of anxiety. Can I just drink this real fast?
Yeah, nothing helps anxiety more than an energy drink. As someone with a panic disorder. Listen, go girl.
Same. No, but, sorry. Just got really nervous all of a sudden.
It's okay. So we know it comes in from a monthly basis. So what went out last month?
I have no idea, honestly. Maybe 800,000?
800,000?
No, 800 or 1,000.
2,000.
2,000?
Yes, you bring in 1,700. Now you did get a tax return because I'm subsidizing your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oof, I didn't realize that was that bad. It doesn't seem like I'm actually doing as well as I thought I did.
All right, Miss Rain, what is your debt payoff strategy? I'd love to know just where you're at, what is going on.
My strategy is, I
don't. I'd love to learn.
I could always find a sugar daddy if you wanted to maybe do that. You could pay my rent, get my debt down.
No, are you saying me?
Yeah, you. What? You're very
Dude, the
handsome,
fucking
Caleb.
Utah people that come on this show. The fucking Utah people that come on this show. I don't understand. Sugar daddy? Okay, first of all, thank you for the proposition. You can find another sugar daddy. I'm sure there's lots of rich Mormons. And I'm sure...
most of them are cheating on their wives. So.
Huh?
Said most of those are cheating on their wives, so no.
Which is... There you go. Free money, right?
Sure, but I don't know. I'm not that big of a homewrecker.
Okay, I get it. Listen, it's fun. Okay, sugar daddy, got it. I'm sure you're a fan of the show. Listen, here's the thing. This is what I'll say. 1, sure, you have some cute qualities. 2, if I even considered the idea, the amount of, Caleb Hammer's a creepy predator that would be all over the internet. The internet's fucking insane. So, no. And 2.
But you'd have so many hot women throwing themselves at you.
2, I'm in a 6-month relationship, okay? I'm chilling. I'm not throwing out money for...
You could afford some pretty pristine...
I am satisfied with the one that I currently have. I do appreciate it. Have you sugared... Okay, so let's take me off the table. If you actually wanted to do that, have you done that before?
I did meet up with one once.
Go on, tell me.
And it was one of the worst experiences ever.
And what does that tell us? Okay, so what happened?
That it's not a good thing to do. He basically just talked to me like I was a prostitute, and it just made me feel awful. So
Well, he was
Yeah.
Paying to fuck you.
Paying for pussy, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
That's kind of what, sugar baby, it's an elevated way of saying, okay, we're going to get dinner first.
Yeah. It's like, it's
And did you?
no.
Okay.
I've never done anything like that. I just tested it because I was in
Did you get money?
No.
Did you meet with the intent to get money?
No.
So this was just a date.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
Well, it was a date with the intent of, is that something that we would both be interested in? And
So you proposed before you met this sugar daddy situation.
kind of. I went on a sugar daddy website.
Well, that would fucking do it. What even is that site?
I don't remember. It's been like 4 years.
Just in case I ever break up, I guess.
It's a sugar daddy website, but it's not an actual sugar daddy website because you can't do that.
You can't do that?
No.
Isn't sugar daddy just paying
Yeah.
to like dinner and
Yeah.
you get gifts, but then, whoopsie, I'm inside of you. Like,
When I was looking into it, a lot of it was like the people that were doing it and the justifications that I was reading was very like, it's basically like dating, but more refined and with more
find. I.e., you
like
get money.
rules, like more rules. I get this,
The
you
rules
get
are you
this,
get
we do
money.
this, we do that.
Okay, so you considered it and you almost did it and you kind of
I
did
didn't
it.
almost. Well, I guess I did almost. I
you
went on
met
a date.
with him.
But being on the date, yeah, it was awful and it was horrible.
What was so
I
bad?
hated him. He was a dick.
He
He was
you met him on
also
a
just
sugar daddy
gross.
website.
I know.
Okay, how old was he?
He was young for a sugar daddy. He was like 37, maybe.
That's a chunky gap still. Not that I really care. You guys are consenting adults, but okay. So that's our way to pay off debt. That's our way to pay for school.
It was, but not anymore, unless you were still interested.
Again, relationship and also fast track the cancellation. Okay. I appreciate the proposition. We're here for financial audit. The thing is, like, what would you even receive in that? Let's go down the rabbit hole. What would that even look like?
What?
What would that look like? You're proposing something. It's a business agreement. What does that look like?
Like me and you?
You're proposing. What does it look like? My audience isn't a bunch of pearl clutchers. Some people would be freaking out online, but they're fucking weird and I don't care about them. What would that look like?
Well, like you just said, Caleb, it's between two consenting adults and with an exchange of gifts or money.
Yeah, so what are you proposing?
Sex, Caleb, I'm proposing sex
Okay.
and money and gifts.
It's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. No. Make an official proposal.
Caleb, will you please be my sugar daddy?
Okay, it's not that. I said make a proposal, not
That's
fucking...
a proposal. What do you mean? That's a question.
No, what is the exchange rate?
I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't know
conversion?
I don't know what my is worth.
No, my God. Okay. I'm not even saying that.
I don't know what
lady.
you're asking me.
I'm just like, if you're going to come in here and you're legitimately going to propose that, what are you actually proposing? What is the this for that, this for this?
Is that not what I just said? For gifts, for money, for time, for attention. I'm so confused. I don't know what the fuck you're asking me. Am I stupid?
Well,
Okay. I shouldn't have given you that.
it's less about that. It's less about that. I'm so confused. Like, in your proposal, what monetary thing were you trying to achieve?
Like paying off debt, moving out?
The dollar amount.
Oh. Well, that's why I said I don't know what my is worth.
Stop bringing it to that.
2,000. Let's go
I don't
with
feel
2,000.
uncomfortable very often, but that actually...
3,000.
3,000 for...
Dates, time, attention.
Well, I'm sure there's interested parties out there. Listen, you've thrown me off in this conversation.
I've rendered you
I've been asked out on
speechless.
this show a couple times. Huh?
I've rendered you speechless.
Yeah, I've been asked out on the show a couple times, but I've never been asked to pay for...
You're the money guy. Tell me how much money I should be getting.
I don't know, because I don't support illegal... I don't
Maybe
know.
you should look into that because, like, I mean, it's part of the
I have
financial
a
thing.
girlfriend.
No, I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying to know what the conversion rate for is.
I think it depends on the flap, right?
Yeah.
I think it depends on it, right? Okay, so you attempted this. It didn't work because he was nasty. Then you brought it to a public platform. Interesting. But okay, I got it. So when we try this again, I mean, here's the thing, okay? And it comes with the OF stuff. It comes with a lot of things. You are an adult. Do what you want. I don't really care. I tend to go more for the let humans do what they want as long as it doesn't completely f*** society type thing or harm someone else. But I want you to think about the consequences. The consequences are, one, if you actually do this, please make them always wrap up. 2, if you actually do this, please always get tested. 3, is this something you actually would want to do? Because it's like...
It's better than living with grandma forever.
Yeah, but it's also a bit degrading, is it not?
I mean, it's degrading to live with grandma forever.
But that's not the way to make your art career work.
I mean, it's a good way to supplement it. How else am I going to get all my art supplies?
Okay. I don't know. It's not necessarily cute. I understand what you're thinking here, but it's not. Okay, wow, this is not an interaction I thought I'd have on the show. That's very interesting. So community college. Listen, when's the last time you dated somebody?
It's been 3 years.
Why? And then why are we even talking about this?
Oh, so it's been a while because I realized in most of my relationships there was a cycle of not great people.
So
Clearly.
We're going to do better by getting people to pay for us?
Well, no, because there's no emotional connection with that. Depending, I guess, on how you do it.
Private student loan debt can be overwhelming. If you're seeking a more affordable way forward, YRefi is here to help. Unlike traditional lenders, YRefi is focusing on your desire and ability to repay, not just your credit score. With guaranteed interest rates under 6%, they offer a pathway towards lower monthly payments. YRefi also provides a co-signer release program, giving you and your family peace of mind. Their dedicated representatives walk you through each step, ensuring you feel supported and informed throughout the process. Thousands of clients have experienced relief, and YRefi's 4.6 star rating on Google speaks to the service and guidance they provide. This is more than just refinancing. It's a chance to regain control of your financial future. If you're ready to work toward a more manageable student loan payment, visit YRefi.com. Discover how their tailored approach can reduce your stress, lower your interest, and simplify your repayment journey. Take the first step in making your private student loan debt more affordable. Go to yrefy.com/hammer. That's yrefy.com/hammer. Or call 888-YREFI-78. That is 888-YREFI-78 and see how they can help you move forward with confidence.
I was going to be way too TMI, but we're already in the conversation. When's the last time you...
A year and a half, 2 years ago?
So why are we considering this then? It seems so against... I understand the desperation to get out of grandma's house. I understand having debt is bad. I understand all this stuff, but this is why people get pushed to OF. This is where people really kind of just turn into this...
I almost started selling feet pics on OnlyFans.
I'm afraid of you going down a pipeline that is not...
Well, that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm in college. That's why I'm in therapy. So I don't go down that way.
And what has your therapist said about this?
About what?
This.
Like this or
About money for Booby.
Oh, I haven't told her anything about that.
Great.
It hasn't come up.
That's great. That's wonderful. Thank goodness. Why not have a conversation about... Okay. You're spending more than you make.
Plenty of other problems that we can go over with her.
So maybe if we're in that situation, we shouldn't be going into literal Okay, I guess. And listen, here's the thing. There are other versions of sugar daddy, and it's not me supporting or whatever, but we can just talk objective about it. There is the just time for lonely people. You can do that without the, and clearly you're not much into the so.
I would not be single right now if I could be.
You were not, wait.
I wish I was in a relationship. I don't like being single.
It's been 3 years.
Yes.
What are you doing? Are you going on dates? When's the last time you've been on a date?
A year and a half, 2 years ago?
Okay, then I don't think you're working very hard at this goal.
No. People are scary. People can be really f***ed up.
Yes, some. So you shut down humanity? And you
I'm getting better about
live
it.
in a box the rest of your life? That's not a life worth
I'm
living.
in this box right now. This is me getting out of my box.
Yeah, but this isn't a date. This isn't this isn't a
But
relationship.
this is still talking
so
to someone that I'm, going back and forth on.
You don't have conversations with humans? I mean, you work at a place. You go outside.
Well, I pretty much just go to work and then I go home most of the time. And then
But you want to be an artist? Well, you have school as well. In a very
did online
collaborative
classes.
field, if we're being honest, it's a lot of it's about connections and trying to get your art places.
Well, the classes that I've been taking were all online, and we only had like a couple group
Nothing
things
like
to do.
online art classes.
I still learned a lot. I did a digital art design, and now I can do like InDesign, and I'm really good at it.
But is it not something that I could probably type into GPT and just get?
Probably at this point, yeah.
Come on. And that's the thing. It's just like we have to adapt. Good or bad, doesn't matter. It's here.
I mean, in a way, you're kind of part of the problem by engaging in AI so much.
Are we doing AI right now? I'm confused.
Well,
What are
no, but
talking
you
about?
like advertise it. You just said you use ChatGPT. That's AI.
Well, it's a good search. I use it as a search engine. Much quicker
Ew.
than
Did you put glue
Google.
on your pizza?
Huh?
Did you put glue on your pizza? Remember, there was like a point when
What the fuck are you
ChatGPT. There was a
talking
point
about?
when ChatGPT came out. Somebody was like, "Give me a pizza recipe," and it said, "Put glue on your pizza as cheese."
Has it not improved?
Well, I'm sure it has, but like that doesn't mean that
just use it
everything that
as-
comes out of it is 100% right.
Oh, I don't believe everything 100%, but it's still like a search engine, kind of like Google. I just use it as Google. But, okay, I'm a little confused. I mean, yes, there are new products on the space. It's okay to, promote halfway decent products that might make people's lives easier, but also at the same point, I know the conflict of, some people might lose jobs, but also look at how you're going about your job and things. Like, it's hard for me to have as much sympathy for you just
I'm
based
not
on how
asking
you're
you for
going
sympathy
it.
for me.
Then what's the issue?
Well, like people in general, like every time that instead of if you use the AI video creating things, then you're taking that away from somebody that is a physical person.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there's costs and, negatives. When we invented the tractor, it took away farm jobs. When we invented factories, it took away more manual labor jobs. When
Now we've got the AI taking away the white collar jobs.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's all those economic transitions are incredibly difficult, and we have to figure that out. And our system has at least historically shown a halfway decent point of getting people into different career fields, but it doesn't mean you get to do what you want forever, right? Like, it's harder to be the person that goes out and just be's a manual farmer. It can't really compete. What do you think your financial score is, 0 to 10?
Like a 2, maybe.
Okay, 2 out of 10. If you want to know where you stand in the world of finances, take the assessment. It is free at calebhammer.com or click that link in the description below. And also, make sure you go to calebhammer.com/apply if you want to be on the show. And don't forget to download our budgeting app, DollarWise. Sign up for the annual version. You can take the trial, but sign up for the annual version. I'll send you our cookbook, budget-friendly cookbook, signed by me, sent directly to you. Okay, so you've accumulated a lot of debt by doing nothing in life so far. Why have we accumulated all this? Practically $25,000 of debt and have done nothing. How? What have you done? Not just funsies. What does life look like?
Well, I don't know. I've had a lot of make myself feel better spending.
Just the endless cope. It's always just the endless cope, man.
Copium.
Let me tell you. I mean, you're spending alone. Let's just check out the categories right now from this most recent month. Miscellaneous bullshit was 16.3% spending. Bullshit. I don't even see groceries. Bullshit food was 12%. Unknown shopping 19%. Of course, we know we spent $2,000 when we brought in $1,700.
Yeah.
So that's the percent of the spending. Again, sucking dong's not going to change that. You bring in more money, you spend more money. That is what's going to happen. Bring in $3,000, You'll spend $3,500.
I mean, I hope not. I'm trying to be better.
Not trying to be better, yet you
Trying
spend
to
more.
budget,
What is
trying
your
to get
trying?
my
What
shit
are you
together.
talking about? Why does literally everyone in the history of this show, I swear, within this last year say that I'm trying? What do you mean? I have your most recent month. You spent more than you brought in. What the f*** are you talking about? I'm trying. There is no trying. I'm trying to budget. What is trying to budget? You budget or you don't? You budget or you don't?
I guess I don't budget, but I would like to.
Then why don't you?
Because I'm lazy and stupid.
That's a bullshit answer. Come on. Pull deep inside. Why are you not sitting down and putting in the actual work?
I don't know. I don't. I just have so much other better things to do.
So you have no self-reflection in your entire life.
So much better things to do with my time than sit down and budget.
To actually fix your life and try to, what do you want to do? Do you have any goals, any aspirations?
Oh, yes. I want to buy
Besides
a house.
being the artist, you want to buy a house? Where? Salt Lake City? Good fucking luck.
Anywhere.
Do you want to end up in Salt Lake City? Do we want to move? What do we, because if you have nothing to latch onto, goals, you're not even close to getting to a house. You're $25,000 negative net worth.
I would like to move.
To?
Anywhere. Come
on.
Well, I want to follow the job. So anywhere I can get a better job, I would just wherever that is.
You don't know what job. You said you want to be an artist. What career field are we looking at outside of that?
Well, it's not. Well, it wasn't everything. I have like a huge range of things that I would be okay with doing.
Lock in something. What? Just name your number one. Besides the artist, freelance.
Besides that?
Yes. An actual job that someone can offer you and pay you money for.
Oh, well, I've thought about maybe getting an accountant certification.
It's so far off. And listen, I'll give you that from course careers. But even still, like if you're looking at a certification, why be even in college? Get an accounting degree at that point. Well,
that was my next step after I graduate. Was to do the certification.
Our next step after graduation is more school. So permanent school forever, living with grandma forever, never accomplishing anything in life forever, going further into forever.
Hope not.
I know people like you. We all know people like you. We've seen it. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I need to be clear. This isn't something where there are the permanent schoolers. And you probably sit there and cancel people online all day. I know you septum piercing. Listen, this is what you do. You do permanent school forever.
I didn't do permanent school. I dropped out for a long time.
And now you're back,
I'm only
and we're
back
26,
for a
and we're
little
talking
bit,
about graduating and going back to school for accounting.
Well, how else am I supposed to get something to move out?
See, that's the thing. You think that is everything, but you think being there in that endless cycle forever, getting the next degree and getting the next degree, never actually starting our adult life career, moving on. Look where you are. You're negative 25,000.
Well, I'll make that a positive 25,000.
How? Well, we already know your strategy, and I don't think that's... All right, financial audit community, we're going to come together right now and we're going to do a little bit of self-reflection and confessing on my behalf. For the last couple of years, I've been launching educational programs each quarter or so. And then we also launched our budgeting app. And tens of thousands of people have taken these programs and more than tens of thousands of people have downloaded the budgeting app. The fact is, as someone who wanted to go to college to educate people, I love working with professionals in making these programs that actually change people's lives. But the confession and realization is the more and more we make and the more I want to make to educate people on certain topics, the more expensive it's all getting. So I sat down with my team a few months ago and we started brainstorming a solution on this. We decided to rebrand kind of everything we're working on for the future, and we've brought it all in as dollar-wise. You got the budgeting app version and then you got the education version. And what we're doing right now is bundling it all together for literally 80% off. That is 80% off. And we're calling it Dollar-Wise Central. You get all of our educational programs that we've made and the premium version of our budgeting app, all for one singular price. Again, it's literally 80% off at dollarwise.com. Those links are also in the description below. Tens of thousands of people have changed their lives. You can too. And now for a lot cheaper, go to dollarwise.com. I mean, objectively, it is not a healthy way to do it. Don't get me wrong. Women have made millions off the OF. I don't necessarily know. Listen, you, again.
I only wanted to do the feet pics as a supplement. I would never.
But we're talking about sugar daddy as a natural transition. It is a natural transition. We're talking about sugar daddy.
I don't believe that, because there are people that have boundaries, and you can put a boundary for yourself and be like, I will only ever sell feet, and you can follow that boundary. Yeah, but I don't believe that it's a pipeline that if you start it, you're going to end up flashing your hoo-ha to everyone.
Well, hoo-ha. All right. Really, from Mormon Bill. Got it. So, but the thing is, if we're willing to sleep with people for money, that is where there's a more natural transition. And if there's no boundary for that, selling boobs online.
Which I've never done.
You've
I've never
what
done
you're
any of
considering.
it.
You've met up, you went on the site, and you're considering it. So the fact is, that is an easy transition. And what I was trying to say is people have made millions, but I want to be objective, and I just want to lay it flat. You have cuteness. You're cute.
Well, thank you.
The people you'd be competing against.
You're hot.
Her.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thanks for that backhanded compliment.
You're cute. You're
You're so cute, but you're not that hot.
I did not
Sorry.
say so cute. Let's not put words in my mouth.
Sorry.
I said you are cute.
Sorry, you are cute, but you're not that hot.
What? You're a 6.5. I'm a 5. Let's be honest. Come on. Right? We can be honest. Especially if you come in here and ask for it.
I didn't ask for you to rate me. Didn't ask for you to do that. Rude.
To what you?
Rate me.
Oh, rate you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with where this conversation was going, I didn't know what language. Okay. No, but you come in asking for sugar daddy. Yeah. What do you think I'm going to, of course I'm going to tell you my objective thoughts on if you want me to be a client. Again, cute. It's going to be hard to compete. That's all I'm saying. Not that I even want you to do it anyway. Because a lot of people, it's kind of degrading. You get kind of f***ed up for that.
Well, then help me, and I won't go down that path.
A lot of people get tens of millions of dollars, and they get to live an amazing life. Help you, yes,
Yeah,
great.
not me.
I'm already trying to, though, because the conversation we're having is important. The permanent school is not a healthy thing. That doesn't get you anywhere.
I don't want to be in school. I do love school, though.
That's the problem. Because you have, again, after 4 conversations a week for 3 years, I'm just starting to learn everyone's profile. I can kind of guess the rest of your life. Here's the thing. You're not leaving grandma's house. You're afraid to interact with people.
No, I will leave grandma's house.
Yeah, but you haven't.
But I will.
Okay, sure, but you haven't. I'm saying you live with grandma at 26. You work basically what is considered minimum wage in that town, and you are in permanent school. You're afraid to put your art out there. You drop out, go back, gonna get a second degree, cancel people online all day. I know people like you. You are that person that is afraid to go out of their little bubble, and you'll never do it because it's scary.
No, I am afraid and I am scared, but I am getting better about it. And I'm growing and I'm getting
maybe
better.
Some social things, but you in terms of your career and life, that is what I'm saying is dangerous. And you're saying, you're saying, help me so I won't have to do that. What I am trying to say, and what is the helpful advice, probably more than we're going to get out of anything in this conversation, your endless loop of school and being coddled by grandma and not actually going out there, putting your art on display, not actually going out there trying to have a career, not actually going out there and trying to be an adult for the first time in your life is what is actually fucking holding you back, okay? Sucking dick isn't what's going to save your life. You actually need to go out there and get done.
You can accomplish a lot of stuff.
Lindsay wants to know, do you understand the market, understand how much marketing goes into selling feet pics?
I do, actually. I looked into it a little bit, and I felt really weird doing it. I started taking pictures of my feet, but then I could never actually upload it.
You couldn't upload them?
No, because it was weird.
What's weird?
I don't know. Well, I was with somebody with a foot fetish, so it's not
Ladies and
weird.
gentlemen, here it is.
Not for free, Kayla. Editors.
That's it. There you go.
Free.
Then the feet.
my God.
It wasn't very scary, I'll be honest.
You have any idea how many people are going to goon to that now?
Good.
You just gave the internet kryptonite for you.
Good.
Oh my God.
Just keep your screens clean, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I request.
Don't get it in the keyboards.
They also would like to know, are the feet ugly?
No, I've actually my aunt told me I could be a foot model, which is a weird thing to say to someone, but yeah, I have very cute feet.
Is she just staring at your feet?
No, I was just barefoot, and she was over at my house, and she was like, "Oh, you have cute feet. You could be a foot model."
You have a weird relationship with your family, and you're just a little weird. Okay, Amazon Chase card. Let's get into the finances, shall we? Because what the fuck are we talking about? $1,487.54 on here with a minimum monthly payment due of $40. Purchasing $340. Why? $32.39 of interest accrued. Why?
Probably for funsies. I don't
Pull up
remember.
your fucking Amazon account. It takes 6 years to pay off. Congratulations.
6 years?
Yeah, minimum monthly payments only without doing any purchases, of which, by the way, you're incapable of.
Hold on. It only goes back like 3 months. Oh, I did get
you have a wish list. A wish list for the sugar daddies. Oh my, okay, let me see it. Oh my gosh, what are you? You are such a fucking creature. You seem so innocent. And then, of course, you have your like borderline demonic piercings. But then
demonic.
But then you're out there trying to fucking glizz it
If
up.
you're going, you have to scroll back up.
What, for your sugar daddy wish list?
Well, yeah, for the lists.
Okay.
Yeah, but you see, Prime Day is coming up.
Well,
and
you
I'm
better find one
very
soon.
excited for that.
I guess. You better find one soon, because I don't know how the fuck you're going to afford this. We got a Star Wars Complete 9 movie collection. If you opened with that, I may have said yes. That's what the girlfriend and I are doing right now. We're binging all the Star Wars movies.
Nice.
30 Days of Night.
Yeah. It's
Goddess
a really
and
good movie.
Everwoman.
That's a good book.
All right, we don't need commentary on everything.
Sorry.
Dula Quick Dry Cargo Pants.
That's for work. I work outside at night.
Wide brim bucket hat. UV protection. You are very white, but also you're in Utah, so I don't really know. Woman's cropped
that's for my
sweater
grandma.
V-neck. Is that what you're wearing right now? I can't tell. Okay, so you already bought the thing that's on your... Okay. Woman's cotton linen maxi dress. Japanese art style for women. In your cart right now is a Rest keyboard Cloud. Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I have a PC.
That's
Play a
another
lot of
reason you're
video
not going
games.
out. And I love little gamies, but it's like, come on, you're just locking yourself inside.
Yeah. I'm not right now,
You're not
though.
living a life.
I came all the way to Texas.
Okay, you went outside one day out of for the last year and a half. Come on. Cooling towels. Stop bringing up the fact that you're here. It's like, okay, I know you're here. Yay, you made it. You opened the door. Lots of travel things. Portable speakers.
Oh, yeah.
Women's, lots of clothing and cat water fountain filters and stained glass and folders and nose ring hoops. Screen protectors, watch, crayons, and lots of roller skates.
Yeah, I recently took that up. It's fun.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to try the sugar daddy thing, it's going to fail, and then you're just going to be a Discord girlfriend.
Be someone's Discord kitten.
What is that? That's so weird. You have this innocent vibe, and then again, you're a little bit of a creature look, and then you just say the most wild things.
I mean, I was kind of raised by the internet. I might look innocent. I'm definitely a certified gooner.
Glad the toys are getting a workout.
Yeah, I forgot that was on my list.
Was that on your wish list? Did I miss it?
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking. Never mind. You didn't see the toys on there. Good.
Why don't you just find someone? If you want a boyfriend, find someone. Someone that isn't paying you to be with you.
That's difficult. People are hard.
Are you on the apps?
Complicated. Yeah, I pinch.
We will review them in the
Deleted
post show,
Tinder.
ladies and gentlemen. We will bring in Gooner in Chief, Brandon. You know him from being the translator. Or my co-host of Fat and Fatter, our new show.
You have a new show?
Yeah, it's in the Hammer Elite membership.
That's fun.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 2 hours after financial audit uploads every single day. Starting on the 30th of this month. I don't know when this video goes up.
I've never I've never done the Patreon thing, but I thought about buying yours.
Don't do it on YouTube membership. We have the second largest on the platform.
Yeah.
And the platform has told us it's the best on the platform. And that's because it is. Because it's fucking awesome. Amazon. 26.49% interest rate.
Yeah. I recently went and looked at that, and I didn't realize
Do not bite your
how
lip at
much.
me again
Sorry.
after this conversation. That makes me feel weird.
Sorry.
You can bite your lip at Brandon later, not me. Mountain America. What is going on with this?
So for a really long time, I didn't really know like how checking and savings, like how you're supposed to do that. So I kind of, I just did what I thought was right.
What did you think was right? That wasn't an answer. What the fuck are you talking about?
So I pretty much, I was putting everything on credit cards. So when I was 16, I bought something with my card. My checking account
Credit
got
card?
cleared. No, my debit card.
I was going to say, okay.
And my account got wiped. So after that, I started just putting all my money in savings and switching it over to checking when I need to buy something. But then when I got a credit card, I stopped doing that and I just started buying everything on my credit card instead. And I pretty much never used my checking account.
How long have we been doing that?
Like 4 years up until like a few months ago, maybe. I still have a habit of, well, my card actually stopped working, my debit card.
When you say you're trying, that is not trying then. Trying is we're stopping something that is not working and trying to implement something else. That is not trying.
It's trying for me.
So you're just a failure in every instance of life.
No.
You don't have to be, though. I'm just so confused by you. Do you want to get out? How long have you wanted to not live with grandma?
Since 18.
What? You've done nothing. It's been 8 years. It's been 8 years you've accumulated debt and you've done nothing. Have you... What the fuck? Why? How's your guys' relationship?
Weird. Really weird.
Tell.
I don't know how much you want to get into it, but I recently have been learning a lot about like enmeshment and like covert incest.
What the fuck? I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what enmeshment is?
No, I'm not on therapy TikTok where we self-diagnose everything.
I didn't self-diagnose that. I've talked to my therapist about it and she agrees. It's basically where families are like super, it's like when families are too involved with each other.
Well, you live with her, you haven't left, and she feels like you leech off of her and she wants you gone. So yeah, maybe you're enmeshed.
She wants me gone, but she also wants me to like...
What is this reverse incest? Is this the reverse cowgirl of the inbred child world? All right, let's be honest. I wasn't sure what to think of this thing when I first saw it. Wearable AI note taker sounded like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's impossible.
But then I tried the Plaud Notepin, and yeah, this thing's actually kind of a game changer. Whether I'm in a meeting, brainstorming content, or just walking around thinking through video ideas, it captures everything. I just hit record, talk, and later you get a full AI summary on the app. On top of that, you can even chat with AI for more creative ideas or work solutions. It's crazy. You can wear it on a wristband, clip it, pin it, or as a necklace. I keep it right here so I don't forget it. It supports 112 languages to English, it has 20 hours of recording time, 40-day standby, and stores everything in the cloud with unlimited space. So you're not stuck deleting files every week like it's 2009.
Did you get that memo?
And right now, they're throwing in the $29.99 magnetic pin and clip for free, plus free cloud storage and their advanced AI starter plan valued at $60, all included when you grab the Notepin. So if you're the type of person with 1,000 ideas or running lots of calls and meetings and no system to capture them, this fixes that. Go to my link to check it out. Scan this QR code or click the link below in the description. With code Caleb, you get $10 off immediately. I use it. It works, and it doesn't yell at me when I forget something. That is worth it right there. You know what's harder than trying to cancel a gym membership? Figuring out if your insurance actually covers anything. I swear, insurance companies must take a class on how to make this stuff as confusing as possible. But if you're looking into GLP-1 medications like Ozempic or Wegovy, Ro, today's sponsor, cuts through all that noise with their free insurance checker. You just upload your insurance card and Ro handles the nightmare. No calls, no paperwork, no negotiating like you're buying a used car. Instead, you get a clear report showing exactly what your insurance covers and what it might cost you and whether you qualify. Almost half of Ro members pay less than $50 a month, some as low as $10. Plus, you'll have on-demand access to your provider throughout the process. Over 500,000 people have already used it, which should tell you something. If Ro had been around when I was dealing with my own insurance mess, it would have saved me a lot of headaches. Go to ro.co/Caleb to check your insurance for free. That is ro.co/Caleb. And of course, go to ro.co/safety, ro.co/safety for black box warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medications. Let's get back to the episode.
No, it's basically like where parents kind of like make their children into their partners.
She wants you gone! You're just incapable of going and doing something productive in life. Stop being the whiny little brat that puts everything on grandma. She doesn't want
I'm
you
not
there.
a whiny little brat.
She doesn't want you there.
She is very like sabotaging, and
She doesn't want you there.
I don't want to be here. Like
but
there.
you are choosing to because you are doing nothing. You're permanently in school forever. You've done nothing to strategically
I'm
leave.
about to graduate.
And
you
then
keep
go
saying
back.
I'm permanently in school. A certification is not like
Yeah, but
that's
you're gonna
not
do that instead of going out and getting something.
It's not me going back to school like you keep saying.
So she's reverse incesting you. You guys are touching nips. I don't understand. I'm so confused.
No.
I'm also confused and
Not
grossed out by this
overt.
conversation. But if you're gonna use the word incest, like what
That's what
else
it's
am I
called.
picturing?
That's
She wants you gone. How are you suggesting that she is trying to sabotage you? She literally wants you not there. She packed up your and put the boxes on her front porch.
That's not what she did.
What did she do?
She told my uncle if I didn't start packing, she would throw my shit out on the front lawn.
Good!
And then the next day, she put boxes in front of my door.
Good! Leave!
At the time, that wasn't justified, in my opinion.
Live with a rich Mormon man. Don't do that. But you totally could if you wanted to. Don't do that. Do you have friends?
Not really. A couple. I have people at work that I talk to a little bit, and I've only hung
Room
out.
with one.
The only one I know, I don't. She has a dog, and I have cats. So
Okay,
I
keep
can't.
them separate. In your room.
I'm not confining my cats to a single bedroom.
It doesn't
That's
know
cruel.
what it's doing.
No, that's mean.
Sure. Okay. So you
I love
can't
my
live with
cats.
that.
I would never do that to them.
Yeah. I like pets too. I get it. I'm just trying to figure out a solution because you're getting reverse diddled or whatever, and I don't know.
Looked into some like cheaper apartments.
And I'm sure you looked
but,
into other trauma terms as well.
like a while ago.
Okay, and what'd you find?
Well, at the time I was making less, and I didn't have enough money to like afford it. But now that I've gotten a raise, maybe I can afford it if I get better with my shit.
But you're not, so you're just living with grandma forever. I don't understand.
I will not live with her forever.
You're 26. You've wanted to move out since 18. It's been 8 years.
My
What the
therapist.
f*** are you talking about? Nothing has changed. Oh, my therapist what? What has my therapist done this time? What has my therapist done? Tell me.
She wants me to move out, like bad.
Great. And you've done nothing. You've gone further into debt. And also, I think you might need a new therapist.
I actually am thinking about firing her, but not really for that reason.
Well, for what reason?
She's chronically late to our appointments, and I
She's also
paid a lot of
chronically
money.
enabling you and just being like, yes, actually, what you're saying is so true. You are so reverse incested right now.
God, I wish my therapist actually was like that. That'd be great.
Yeah, because you just want
You
someone who just
meme.
completely affirms everything you're saying instead of someone who's actually willing to challenge you and have you go out there and develop any kind of positive coping mechanisms whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. You don't like the word trying, so I can't keep saying that.
Because you're not. I mean, listen, I have your finances in front of me. Like, if you're going to use that word, I would want to see some try. You did nothing positive.
I've been better over the last, 6-ish months. If you saw from, what it was years ago, it was a lot worse.
That's what everyone says. Listen, everyone says that when they come on the show. I don't know.
Maybe
It's
everyone
so
says
hard.
it because it's true.
Yeah, but everyone's that comes on the show, or else you wouldn't be on the show.
Well, then maybe I don't know. That's the guest that you bring on.
Yes. On
That's
a
the
show
point.
about financial disasters, we bring on...
So you're surprised that they have financial disasters?
No, but I'm surprised that everyone says, I'm doing better. No, you're not. In what sense? One thing it's really hard here is I want you to get out of the grandma's house, but other than that, we just have no goals and aspirations in life, so I just don't...
No, I do have goals. I saved for an elective surgery. I want to get my car paid off as soon as I can. Yeah.
What's the elective
Yeah.
You
Surgery's
trans?
done. No.
Okay.
I did have...
I convinced myself for a moment there.
Okay.
For a moment. But
no.
I'm back in the traditional woman world.
I had a bilateral self-injectomy. And you wouldn't know what that was.
Nope.
I had my fallopian tubes removed.
Whoa, for qué?
Because I don't want kids. Kids are cool. They're not for me.
Okay. How much was it? How much did you save?
I saved $2,000 to $3,000 because they told me it would be $1,000, but then it only ended up being $1,000 or $2,000.
And
But
how
my
much did you have
car,
left over?
well, my car broke down at the same time, and I got a concussion.
So we have no savings.
No, not anymore. I did.
Oh! What's in your retirement?
I think now it's like $2,000.
You are in the best decade of your life. The thing is, if you graduate college at the traditional 22 and you start throwing, at least a match in, preferably closer to like 10% at least, going into the market, you just set yourself up for success because you have time on your side. You have time on your side. You're losing time.
I started out like in the working with the idea that I would never retire. Like I just always had that in the back of my head.
We can't retire just off of blowing dudes because no offense, but people will be less interested around 35.
Yeah. My shelf life, that wall that I hit.
Well, I mean, if we're just talking reality, what's the age that people are subscribing to on OF?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know the age,
18 to 21 probably.
I'm assuming it's in the 20s, yeah. Okay, so in this account, this is a credit card. The amount in America is a credit card?
Both.
$15 minimum monthly payment. It's not a huge balance. It's $516.95. And also, the thing is, can I just mention, I know this conversation is weird. This is a weird financial audit, but I've accepted it at this point.
Person,
it is what
fine.
it is. Huh?
I'm a weird person, it's fine.
Yes, you literally have a gaping hole in your ear. Yes. More holes for the daddies to use, I guess. But the thing is...
Be a really small daddy. That'd be a really small daddy.
The thing is, listen, I am known for the most infamous and absolutely incredible quote. Any hole will do. And I am proud of that. I am proud of that. And I was also another certified gooner. But the thing is... What I was going to say, since we've already gone off the rails, people have come on the show and they've asked me out, earnestly and everything. That flatters me. Someone coming on the show and being like, can you give me money for me to go out with you? That doesn't flatter me. That hurts my feelings. Hurts my feelings, okay? So I didn't even get flattery out of this. So, you something, bitch. McDonald's, Subway, McDonald's, Netflix, Subway, Spotify, Steam purchase. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You're not even doing anything productive. You're not even putting bills on here. You're not putting anything that gets us out of the house. Your wish list is fucking futons for where? For your grandma's living room? You. This doesn't make any sense. None of this gets you out of the house. You have a goal 8 years ago to get out of the house, and yet you're going on here just getting McDonald's and Steam purchases. Fuck you. Sitting on your PC all day instead of working more. Fuck you. You're doing nothing. Stop biting your lip at me.
Sorry,
it's weird. You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing to get you to your goal.
I'm here.
It's not cute. It's not funny. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh, this is fucking crazy. These notes, you're just such a creature. She spent $700 to have electricity added to the basement of her grandma's house, and that's where she just sits in there, she just fucking goons, and she just plays games all day instead of going out, seeing the sun, but why are you even getting the sun hat so you can sit in your grandma's basement? Why'd you even invest in your grandma's basement to get electricity down there? You want to move out. That $700 could have gone to a savings account to get a security deposit down on a place. You make no sense. Your ambitions, and you actually think your way out of it is, I'm going to go out there and fucking just, it's not gonna, that's not a good solution. It's not a healthy solution. And you think that's a shortcut because you have done nothing in your entire life to actually get you there. You just invest in actually staying there more. $1,800 gaming PC so you can fucking just sit down there. You did the double monitors. You went online, got a loan for it. It was too easy. Oh my God.
Well, I had to like make myself into a certified Discord kid,
But you didn't have to. You could have got your own place. You could have gotten a studio apartment and rented. And you could have been good.
I did look at the time and I couldn't afford it.
Oh, she looked, guys. What an accomplishment. Guys, she went on Zillow.
I got afforded for a low-income housing and I still couldn't afford it.
And you honestly shouldn't even, because that's for people down on the luck. You're not down on your luck. You're down on you've done nothing. That's why the fuck should we support you? You've done nothing. You've gone further into that via gaming PCs and gooning, and you want to suck to get out of money. Why am I giving you a tax refund? Why am I subsidizing your house? Why? That makes no sense. I work. I employ people. I provide.
I would like
you
to
do
work
nothing.
and make
You'd
my
like
own.
to, but you've done nothing except for the infinite college hack.
I've
loop
secretly told my
forever.
managers I'd like to move up.
You
so I am.
secretly told your
No, I
managers.
recently. Sorry, I mixed
Okay, and they said
They said that they're.
look like a normal person first.
No, they're my work. They don't give a shit what you look like. I've got
In
people with like.
Mormonville? Okay.
Oh yeah, well it's Salt Lake is it's actually a very blue city.
Okay.
It's everywhere else it's like really red and
Gotcha.
conservative.
Okay, keep going.
But yeah, I told
And
them.
what would that go to? 21 to 23?
Depending, there is a specific job I want, and I think that one's
But-
50,000 a year.
But it wouldn't make sense to promote you though, because one, I mean, we know you. You're no,
You
no,
don't
no,
know
no,
me.
no, no,
I'm-
not that part, not in any of that. We know where you're at. I'm on summer break. I'm going to be going to school again in the fall and for another year, and then after that, I want to do something else. So it's like, why would they invest in you?
I mean, it's retail. They don't care. It's like if you do
They
the job
care
and you
about
do the.
they would
Well, yeah,
rather
but
have someone there that is
I've
gonna
been
stick around.
volunteering to go
You're right.
extra days.
They don't get sure. Okay.
I've been going about. I'm a hard worker and I do a lot of my job.
Okay, you're working 40 hours a week. Calm down. They want to invest in
Bust
people that
my
will
ass.
stick there for, huh?
I bust my ass. I do a lot of my
No,
job.
you're trying to take it up the ass to get more money. That is different.
Hot. Sorry.
All right, she's into, ladies and gentlemen. We've learned. Okay, that's another good way to avoid pregnancy.
I guess.
We'll see if that's on our Tinder profile in the post show.
I don't have Tinder. I only have Hinge.
Okay. Hinge is the place. Hinge is the place. Okay. It's just like, listen, you're right. The entry level jobs, they don't really care of investing in that. You're totally right. But in terms of like a $50,000 management position, they're not sending someone to training or training someone up and putting someone in that position who's not going to be there in 3 months from now.
They don't know that. And also, I would stay there if it was a good enough, like if it was paid enough, I would stay. I would still probably try to like get certifications on the side and still try to get better jobs. But right now, I just want to make enough money to move out. Whatever it is, if I have to.
I think
move
Lindsay
out.
has just typed me the least surprising note I've ever read
No,
on the
I'm
entire
scared.
history
What
of
is it?
financial
I'm
audit.
so scared.
And she's bi.
Oh yeah. Isn't that a
What?
theme on your show? All the
Who
girls are
would've
gay.
thought? Dude, every woman I've gone on dates with in the last few years are fucking bisexual.
Women
I
are
don't know.
hot. Guys are
Agreed.
hot.
Titties
Everyone's
are good.
hot.
Well, I do like the women part. I don't know. But somehow conveniently they always end up with guys. It is true, right? At least the ones that I know
I
in my
have a
life.
theory for that though.
Have you ever dated a woman?
Yes, I've been with women.
Been with a woman.
Yeah. Yes, I've been with a woman. I have had sexual intercourse with a woman. I've been with a woman. I've dated a woman.
Is that intercourse? Is that?
Are you saying
I said
that if
dated.
it's-
I said dated.
Yeah. Well, I said both. I've done everything.
Oh, okay.
I've been with men and women.
All right, calm down. It's not a fucking accusation. My gosh. Just asking.
But my theory about that is like the compet. Like when you're like our
Did you just say to me?
compulsory heteronormativity.
Oh, here we go. Let's label it. Yeah, go on. What are we labeling today?
Well, it's the whole like straight people or gay people have to be straight or else they could be ostracized from their community or society or friends or whatever.
Doesn't everyone support gay people these days?
No.
But
Dude,
it's like
I'm
the-
from
it's like the-
Utah, dude.
Yeah, but you're from Salt Lake, dude. You
Dude.
just said.
I haven't always lived in Salt Lake. I've lived all over Utah.
Why?
Well, I went to Cedar
don't
City
actually
for
really care
SEU.
why, but-
Fruit.
Okay, I get it. But it is, okay, sure.
It's easier to be with someone of the opposite sex than it is to be with someone of the same sex. So I think most people just choose that because it's easier.
It is, but you could also just move to Austin, be the biggest gay person you've ever been, and you'll just get high fives.
Well, give me a job and I'll move to Austin.
No, fuck off. I'm not paying you for nut, and I'm not paying you for work either, because you only know how to drive forklifts and eat.
And I'm great at both.
Hey guys always ask me, Caleb, what do you invest in? And honestly, I keep it pretty boring. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is my investments right here. And this is why you gotta follow me on Blossom if you wanna see just that. A couple weeks back, I stumbled upon this social investing app called Blossom and thought, all right, let's give it a try. And it turns out it's actually really cool. And to be clear, they're not a brokerage. Blossom is a completely free social media platform. They're not your typical investing app. It's social, meaning you can follow exactly what I'm investing in, and you can check out my portfolio in real time and even discuss strategies with me and other investors. There's no guessing games, just clear transparency. So if you're curious about how I'm investing or just want to get smarter with your money, download Blossom right now, and you can follow me at Caleb Hammer. I'll be sharing my exact portfolio breakdown, investing tips, and even responding to your questions. It's totally free, super simple, and way more fun than just guessing stocks alone. So hit that link below, join me on Blossom, and let's grow our money together. Seriously, right now you can actually see what my portfolio looks like today.
What do you prefer, men or women?
Woman.
Really? Mm-hmm. So, but you will let men pay? Okay.
I'd let a woman pay.
Yeah, they're probably just, that's less frequent, I assume. Men are not as
The
desperate
likelihood
for
of a gay sugar mama is probably insane.
You could probably have an old queen, right? Well, that's usually a gay man.
Yeah, if I want some dusty.
Yeah. Clean it up. Get in there. Vacuum that shit. Okay. It's at a 13.24% interest rate. It's not huge. Klarna. What's this Klarna? What are we doing?
So there's a Halsey concert in a few
I don't know what
days.
that is. Is that a lesbian thing?
You don't know who Halsey is?
I know who's here.
She's a singer. She's amazing.
She a lesbian singer?
She's bi, but she's engaged to a man. So your theory, proven right. And she's also, it's weird, she's never publicly been with a woman. But she's bi.
Well, I'm glad we know this information about Halsey. Who's Halsey? I know Halsey from Halo.
She's, I don't know, like the boy back home in Michigan. Tastes like Jack and kissing him.
I'm from Michigan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then, I don't know. Look
Okay,
up
what
the
the?
song.
So you Klarna tickets to a lesbian?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can watch a lesbian perform and fangirl over her.
And did you?
What do you mean? No, it's coming up. It's not
Right, so
happened
we're
yet.
gonna spend more money because transportation. You're
Yeah.
probably gonna get food. Going alone?
Probably.
Probably. There's an option to not.
I have a friend that may maybe be able to go.
Friend? Can you live with this friend?
No, she's the one I talked about earlier. That has the dog.
And how much were the tickets that you bought? The ticket? You just bought one?
I don't remember how much it was.
But you just bought one? Mm-hmm. Well, you owe $467.95 on Klarna.
It's a pit ticket.
But you don't have money. You're trying to. This is what is f***ing with me in this conversation. Your entire ambition and goal is to move out with your what is it? Fucking incest diddle grandma or something. I don't know.
Ew.
It sounds
I don't
very
like
rapey,
that.
but it's not. I guess I don't know. And your therapist affirmed it. I don't know.
Just call
I
it
don't know.
enmeshment.
A mesh? No, mesh me? Listen, all I'm saying, if that's our goal, we're not going to a concert. What's more important? A concert or moving out with grandma? Because these are the things we have to
Both.
cut back on to get there. No. I said what's more. They might both be important. What's more important?
Long term, moving out.
Then this is what is preventing you, because every single month you are going to find the little thing that you want to spoil yourself with, cope yourself with, do all this, and then you push yourself to that desperate point that we were talking about in this conversation. You have to actually make a choice. In the end, do we choose living an independent life, or do we choose Halsey?
How about Halsey for now?
No, because this is what's preventing. Look, at your debt's getting worse because you're spending more than you make. If we do that forever, there is no moving out with grandma. How do you do it if your debt gets so substantially large or your minimum due payments are so chunky that you can no longer afford any kind of rent, even the cheapest, even subsidized?
I don't know. Be homeless.
It's not cute.
Trust me, I don't want to be homeless. I almost was for a second. It scared me.
Why? Because your grandmom's kicked you out because you're
Yeah.
just a stay-at-home forever child?
Pretty much. But I don't want to be. I want to grow up. I want to be
No,
a
you don't, because you're
full-fledged human
choosing.
being.
You know what a grown-up would do? Not go to Halsey over actually living their life. That's what a grown-up would do.
But she never comes to Utah. Like,
Why would
ever.
she?
Because it sucks. No one good ever comes to Utah.
Exactly.
Wish
Except for
Chapel
the
come to Utah.
Imagine Dragons, right? So, right? At that
Pretty
point,
much. So
it's
country singers.
an adult would choose. Also, you can travel eventually. Listen, and you don't even want to live in Utah. You have so much life to live. You're just not allowing yourself to get there because you're not willing to sacrifice anything. And this is just one example of many so far.
But it's Halsey.
This is what concerns me. You want to date, you want to be with someone, you're not willing to go on dates. You're actually considering fucking putting yourself out there in a monetary, bodily way. You are not able to leave your grandma's house. You're choosing childhood choices over that. You are in an infinite loop of college. You have done nothing but drop out, go back, drop out, go back. You won't even put your art out there, which is literally the only point of art. And you were bragging about how the fact that you came here on this show is your first, like, oh, my life isn't entirely fixed. So I don't know. It just seems like you're never going anywhere.
I quite literally am. You say that I'm like going in and out of school, but I'm about to graduate.
In a year.
Well, it's technically one semester.
Look what you've done. Your goal for the last 8 years has not been accomplished. In fact, you're further from it than ever. And you're graduating with a degree that's not going to get you into any kind of field.
Well, I'm hoping that it was more of a resume booster than getting into a specific
It certainly was in a hotter job market. Now it's more specialized, and you do not have a specialized degree for something that is hiring.
That's why I was also going to do the accountant thing, because I know
that helps. That certainly helps.
So it's like a very...
But you are spending time and money and opportunity cost on something that is not going to get you into anything.
I've, like for school, paying for it? Because I'm not paying for it.
Okay, it is opportunity cost, though. All that time you're spending there instead of going out and building a career.
I mean, I'm still learning a lot, though. Like, everything that I've learned so far this year.
Great, in photography. I don't give a
I also learned InDesign, and I learned Adobe Photoshop, and I learned, like...
You learned Photoshop?
Yeah.
Welcome to watching 5 YouTube videos. Oh, this is so easy. We do this here for our job, and we learn it on the fly.
I guess I'll just Google it then from now on.
Yes. Congratulations, you learned the use of the internet in 2025. Yeah, there's more than in Discord on there. What is this? Can you tell me what this is?
No, because it's upside down. Oh, that's my Home Depot. I did actually add
You work there.
Yes.
Why the fuck do you have a Home Depot credit card with a... What the fuck are you doing? It's so ridiculous. It's so
No, why I got that one was because I was buying a drill for my grandma, and the lady at the cash register was like, "Hey, if you get a card, you'll get $100 off." So I said yes.
By the way, the Klarna balance, I forgot to say, was $467.95. Minimum monthly payment, $93.53. Why didn't you then just... Your grandma paid you back, right?
No. Well, I buy her things. Like, you know, I don't pay a whole lot of rent, so I buy her things.
You know what, buying her... You just need to buy her you getting the out. That's what she would care about the most. She doesn't... Why doesn't she want you there? Did we ever say that? What has she said?
Well, everything was fine until my sister moved in, and then...
Your sister moved in?
Yeah.
She also a weird emo lesbian freak?
No.
Okay. So she's a good Mormon white lady?
No. She's 16, 17.
Where's she moving from?
Baby. From my dad's house.
Why are you in this life? And you could totally be out. You could even be supporting your sister. She could be living with you if you wanted to. But you're choosing fun over that.
Yeah.
You're choosing that over actually taking care of yourself. I don't know. I don't understand why you have an active store card for the store you work at, though. It's just so silly.
It's because they literally gave me the $100
but I understand why you still have a balance.
I'm going to cancel it soon.
Okay, good. Cancel it, but you still have a balance on. It's only $78.29. Minimum monthly payment $17.53. I just...
They usually buy things that I need, like totes.
You're not a credit card...
For,
You don't need anything.
Sorting stuff.
You don't need anything. What are you sorting?
Well, I wanted to sort everything in a tote, so when I move out, it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah,
and it also
in 30 years, I don't know, when your grandma dies, like, I don't know. How old's your grandma? What's her health?
She's 73. She's really healthy. Well,
but she's 73.
She's not as healthy as she was.
Because she's 73.
Yeah. She got heat stroke. That's why those things are in my cart. So the wide brim hat and the towels were for her. Listen,
the thing is, it's just like, what do you, if she does that, what the fuck do you even do? Because you can't support yourself now. You can't move out even though you want to, huh?
Cry.
That's not an answer. Listen, it would be sad. It would be a sad day, yes. What the fuck would you do?
This isn't my game plan, and I'm not relying on this.
You don't have a game plan other than sucking dick.
I don't want this put on the internet.
If you can't say it in the show, then, like, we can talk about it afterwards, but this is like... So, I just don't understand how you would survive right now.
I can't. And I hate it. And it f***ing sucks.
But
and I'm trying to do everything I can to
No, you're
do
not!
that.
You fucking absolute creature. That is a lie. You're choosing the concert. You're choosing hundreds of dollars of going out to eat. That is a fucking lie.
A lot of that food is
And
for
you
her.
lying to yourself is not helping you. Don't buy her food.
Well, that's part of like me kind of paying rent is I pay
Did she
for her
require
food.
it?
I mean, no,
Then
but I...
stop! If you want to get out and she wants you to get out, then fucking stop. You're lying to yourself. Stop. Stop it. This is ridiculous. Okay, what the fuck is this? Tell me what this is.
Oh, that's for my medical bill. One of them.
Okay, so remaining amount, $390.49 with a minimum monthly payment of $130.16. Oh wait. Okay, yes, that's the most recent. Okay. How long have we had this?
That was from the surgery, so...
What? I thought your surgery was paid for.
No. Well, the car, remember my car broke down and I got a concussion, so I missed a bunch of work and I had to I paid to fix my car and then I had to get a new one because I couldn't afford the rest of the repairs. Are you okay?
And you didn't need to have the surgery yet because you weren't fucking anyway.
Well, the surgery was the only part of that was planned.
Yeah, but could you have canceled it if you didn't have the money?
I didn't want to wait
Why? You were not fucking. You haven't
because I
haven't been on a date in a year and a half. Are you scared to go on a date?
a little bit, but no.
A year and a half is a long time.
That's still like I've talked to people. Like I've had other friends in that time that I'm not as close with now.
I didn't say you didn't have friends. I don't know. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like I still have people I talk to.
Romantically?
Well, I have Hinge. I've talked to a few people.
But you haven't met a human.
No, not yet.
And we're considering sugar. This makes no sense. Oh, this car's insane. A $20,000 debt in your situation? That's insane. That makes no sense. That makes no mathematical sense. How did they even approve you for this? This is fucking crazy. What is the interest rate on this?
It's either 3.6 or 6.3. I can't remember.
That's a big difference.
Well, I can't remember. It's one of those.
Well, one, I would say minimum monthly payment until it's paid off. One, we might try to pay extra on it. So
Well,
it's
I'm paying
pretty
extra
important.
anyways.
Well, but you probably shouldn't if it's only 3.6.
I think it's 3.6. I remember
Or
it being
is it
really
6.3?
good. I don't know. Tell me.
Really good. How the fuck would I know?
Is it not on there?
No!
Oh.
Or else I wouldn't have asked,
Oh.
lady.
Sorry. I just assumed it would be on there because that's relevant information.
It sure is. I don't know why you didn't call or go online or figure it out. Listen, we have, it's for a Ford EcoSport?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ford
I don't even
EcoSport
know that
Titanium.
car. So you owe $19,968.54. The minimum monthly payment of what?
400.
How the fuck would you
6
ever be able to
cents.
survive? How the fuck would you? Hold on, maybe the loan part is at the bottom of this statement or something. I might be able to see more. It's at 5.74%. So neither of what you just said were correct. So no, that makes no sense.
I don't know how I got that so wrong.
Neither do I. And it's $450 a month. Okay.
It's supposed to be 400, not 450.
Okay, 400 then. You're paying 50 extra. It's a weird interest rate where it's like not great, it's not bad, but if you like take in depreciation and everything with it, it's going to. It's not competing with the market. It's estimated to be around $11,000 value, so you're underwater by $8,000, which is insane. There's no way to get out of this for you at that point.
When I left, I felt a little bit scammed from the dealership
Yeah, no shit. Why'd you get it then?
because I really needed a car.
Why'd you need that car?
It was, so I looked on one at Carvana and I looked at a Ford EcoSport and then I found out Carvana is kind of a scam also.
It's not great. I mean, there's no negotiation. There's no nothing. It's all
Yeah.
this is high price bullshit.
So I went to a dealership, looked at a car, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I found that car at a different dealership. And because it was already kind of what I was going to buy on Carvana, I ended up getting that one.
How can you, this makes no sense. This car payment alone, you don't even have rent, is through your summer paycheck, 24% of your income. That's your summer. That's your higher paycheck. That makes no sense.
It's a really nice car, though.
Shut the f*** up.
I can go camping in it.
If you have time to camp, you should be f***ing working and being able to live on your own. Or if you can go camping in it, go live in that.
I almost did, actually. I almost bought a trailer from one of my cousins, but he tried to oversell it to me.
Your cousin? Oh my f***, I hate your family. This makes no sense. Savings, $97. You do have a CD, a youth CD, as a 26-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know why they let me do that. I think it's because my...
Pretty good rate, but I mean, that money, if it was sitting in the market since the recovery, man, whew, you would have made so much more. Doesn't matter. Vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine. Vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending out money, vending machine, 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 vending machine. Business, vending machine. Geneva Rock, vending machine, Geneva Rock, vending machine, vending machine, Geneva Rock, vending machine, Geneva Rock. What the f*** are you doing? What a joke. $150 a month on vending machines. Vending machine, 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 vending machine. What a joke! You want to move out? You no, you don't. You want the vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine, vending machine. Subway,
holes in the paper.
Google subscription. Shut the. Huh?
You're putting holes in the paper.
Good. You. Vending machine. Vending out money. Vending machine. 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 You want to move out? No, you don't. No, you absolutely do not. Shut up. What a joke. Look what you're choosing. What a fucking stupid joke. You have no desire to move out.
Well, if people would stop stealing my food out of the fridge, I wouldn't have to use the vending machine.
Talk to a manager about it. Stop being a crybaby. Shut up. $400 in here, then $1,800 in retirement. Shut the f*** up. And the vending machine charges you a fee every single time you use it. Is this Mountain Dew? Oh,
I
you
have a really bad Mountain Dew
disgusting
addiction.
weirdo.
A horrible
Dude, I don't even know what to do with you. You're so lost. You're already considering going to fucking prostitute at that point, which I wouldn't recommend. It's not cute. It's not good. It is, and it shouldn't even be considered. It's not good. I would rather you do OF than that, because at least it's just pictures and not something physical.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, and I'm not even advocating for that specifically. You're not a credit card person. I wouldn't use a credit card with you. I do the Fizz card. It's a debit card that builds credit. And also, at that point, I'll also get you connected with Sondermine. Good for therapy. They use it. All the guests use it on the show. You might get a better therapist that doesn't just enable your weirdness and just horrible tendencies. Your debt minimum monthly payments are $696.22. That's insane.
What was it? I was laughing about the thing.
$696.22, which is 41% of your income. You're never going to be able to move out. You say you're going to move out, it's mathematically impossible. That makes no sense. Your income's $1,700. Okay. So you pay nothing in rent, utilities, or anything, right?
I do.
What?
Well, not right now because of my concussion and everything. It's been paused.
Is that why?
A little bit, yeah. Also, Twitter's going to come for you for that.
What? I goon every episode. I throw every slur and degenerate joke and every crazy thing out there. I have an audience that has moved past the weird 2021 pearl clutching, jacking each other off online. The people that will come after me for that are 0.005% of the audience, and they have no impact on me, no matter how loud they are. So you. I get to have fun and have a good time.
You've gone beyond the censorship.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, how do you make this math work, honestly?
Hey, this is not girl math. That's infantilizing.
Okay. Okay. Not really an answer, but once your rent picks back up, how much is it?
Well, altogether, like 300.
And when is that meant to stick back up?
Well, I don't know. I think she just wants me out. So I think she might not want me
Am I allowed
to
to
pay
call
for
her
it
in the
again.
post show?
No, she would not like that at all.
I don't care. But okay. Okay, so maybe I'll cross that out for now. How much gas a month? Vroom, drive.
Not very much. I only fill up like
How
once
much
a month,
gas
maybe
a
like
month?
30.
A month?
Yeah.
Car insurance?
I don't go anywhere. I pay every 6 months and I pay like 600 something.
Call it $650, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's like
Divide that by
675.
6. We'll budget in $109. Okay. Phone bill?
$66 and some change.
Not horrible. TP fund, anything else you need to survive, $100. Groceries, food, $300. Use the budget-friendly cookbook. You get a copy. Remember, you can get the copy signed by me because you can't purchase it anywhere else. You just have to sign up for the dollar-wise budgeting app annual version. But go ahead and take your free trial now and give it a test first. Okay, and medical health care. I mean, you're endlessly broken, it seems. So how much?
I don't know, like...
Just co-pays and stuff? Do you have co-pays and whatnot on a
Yeah,
monthly
but
basis?
they're really... I chose the
How much?
higher insurance.
How much?
I don't know, like 50.
Does your higher insurance come through work?
Yeah.
Okay, so 50 in co-pays. Gotcha. Gym?
Yeah, $26.
Do you actually use it?
Not as much as I should, but yeah.
Okay. $26 subscriptions. I'll give you 15. You have a cat. 1.
2.
Ages and health.
6 and 10.
Okay, 10. No. How about the 6-year-old health?
Actually, 10-year-old, they don't, there's a lot of insurances that allow up to like 20-year-old cats. So they both have insurance and it's
much?
$103 a month, I think.
Okay, what about cat food?
60 probably.
Anything
for
else that
their,
needs to be in your budget that I have not taken into account?
I don't think so.
Technically, you have wiggle room. $1,560.22. Obviously, our priority is moving the out more than paying off debt, which is a rarity for this. But $1,700. But that $1,700 is only during summer, so I don't think you have the wiggle room without that. And it's not like I can put in $139 for rent, so it doesn't make sense. So that's not the wiggle room anyway. Honestly, what I might consider doing for you is to get rid of that $696 the best we can, except most of it's actually the fucking car, so it'll only get rid of $296. I was gonna suggest maybe bankruptcy after you change your behavior. What can we do? What can we do? You're a complicated case because it's a weird life situation. And no, I honestly really, please do not for money. Like, I know, just please don't. But if you do, be safe. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to end up on Dateline.
I agree.
You know, I've seen your feed this whole time.
Are they nice?
Yes, they're very nice.
Thank you.
I've been seeing
At
them
least
under this
that's
table this
flattering
whole
instead
time.
of being like, Caleb, pay me and I'll suck your dick. Shut the fuck up. I'm drawing a little blank. Sometimes, and this is what's a little weird to you guys out there in the audience, obviously to you guys, this is edited, all this stuff. To us, it's just live. We're sitting here, and my brain is having a brain fart, and that rarely happens in terms of this situation. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to pay for you to sit down with Reed. He's a guy we work with. He's kind of our financial guy in the company. He's also a CPA. So we'll pay for a session for him to break all this down and come up with a solution. Because right now I'm thinking bankruptcy, but what we're trying to achieve is getting you out of the house. But if we get rid of the debt except for the car, that only gives us an extra $296. That plus the $139 you got, plus lower income in a couple months isn't going to get us rent. So really, the reality is, what do you need to do? Maybe go through bankruptcy if you change your behavior. Maybe give up your car in a repo and just ignore that and just go save up $8,000 as quick as you can before moving out. Get an $8,000 car in cash that you get mechanic approved, multiple mechanics. This is so much easier said than done, but I'm just trying to come together with some kind of picture. You have that, then you go work 70, 80 hours a week, and then you save up enough for a security deposit and maybe even take out some student loans to help cover rent for your last year of college. Like, I don't know.
I didn't realize I was that fucked. Oh my God.
It's because you have no wiggle room. And if what you're trying to accomplish is what I'm trying to solve for, it's hard. If you're able to stay at home forever, like it's an easier solution. We put this towards the debt, you pay off debt, then we graduate, but we're trying to get you out of the house immediately. So that's where it's difficult. So the reality is you just need to go work more than you've ever worked in every job you can possibly find, and potentially just let all this go to collections and just gone and save up $7,000, $8,000 and get kind of a shit car, but one that will be safe. And that's kind of it. And your credit for a while. But if your true goal is to get out of the house, my answers are always based on the goal of the individual, unless their goals are completely wrong. But I agree with you and your grandma to a certain extent. So
I don't have to move out immediately. It's just more of an as soon as I possibly can.
She wants to, and you've been trying to for 8 years, and you also want to.
Well, yeah, but if
and
it's
she might kick you out, right?
Not now. Not anymore. I hope not.
Then stay there as long as we can. What I would do then, if our goal is still to move out, if we try to get $8,000, go ahead, bring in an extra $1,000 a month by working as much as you can. Save up $8,000 as quick as you can, $10,000 as quick as you can. Maybe and just let this debt go. Your credit through your mid-30s, whatever. Unfortunate, but maybe you do that and you go get a $10,000 car in cash. But then that's going to be so hard to get an apartment.
My credit right now is 760.
Yeah, because, I mean, this isn't like you're not like maxed out or anything. That's not the thing.
I don't think I've ever made a late payment on anything.
It's not about that. It's about getting you out of the house. And right now, you do not have the wiggle room. Listen, maybe you can get out of the house and you go bring in an extra 1,000 hours a month by working 1 billion hours, and you use that to pay for rent, and we make very slow debt payoff progress. You can do that as well. So
prioritize moving out over debt?
I don't know. Depends where you are in life. You have to choose. You can prioritize paying off debt. You can prioritize getting a car and going through bankruptcy. You can prioritize and repo. You can, or just through bankruptcy fully. Or you can prioritize moving out. Those are your choices. It's what you choose to go from here. Okay, let's get your Hammer financial score, because it's really just from there. This is what you want to do, and then we can prioritize all of them.
Yeah.
Guys, join us in the post show. We're going to go through a dating app. We're going to also get some more tea that would either get us demonetized, or the guest just doesn't want us to share in front of the paywall because it's just, too inappropriate or sketchy or whatever. So it's just easier behind the membership. But go ahead and join Hammer Elite for a bunch of new shows, thousands of hours of extra content. It's the greatest membership on the history of this platform, and it is the second largest on the platform in just a year's time. So it is definitely worth it. Let's get you your Hammer financial score. Spending in a budget. Oh, you have response. So 0 out of 10. Debt. The card debt's really bad for your income. So that's going to bring it down, unfortunately, to 1 out of 10. That's more to income base. Your emergency fund, there was like 1,000, 2,000 across everything. The other CD, I'm not going to consider emergency. So actually, 1 out of 10, we'll put that towards retirement, which is also very low with where your income's at. 26. I'm going to give you, I'll be generous, 3 out of 10. Real estate, 0 out of 10. Hammer financial score, 1 out of 10. Make sure to download the DollarWise budgeting app and join DollarWise Central for all of our education. I'll see you guys in the post show. Did you come on here and actually have an attraction towards me?
What do you mean?
Like, are you attracted to me?
Yes.
Whoa.
So you're open to just We will be reviewing your dating profiles.
Yeah.
So these pictures are bad.
The pictures are bad?
They're horrible. You're using Snapchat filters.
We're only one picture in.
Come on, 2. They're going to think you're like 600 pounds.
I like dom and sub stuff.
Oh, you're a freak.
Click the link in the description or pinned comment below and watch thousands of hours of extra and uncensored content.